This is NBA TV's NBA Action. This week it's one of the best in the West, the San Antonio Spurs, and a team rising in the East, the Orlando Magic. Plus, we'll relive Tracy McGrady's classic performance, go behind the scenes with the surprising LA Clippers, and bring you the top plays of the week.
Nowitzki attacks. Oh, did he ever? Dirk believes he can fly, and you know what? So do I.
Get out. He's unstoppable. You cannot believe what we just saw.
Oh, man, what a dunk.
Tear up that rim, young fella.
Sensational. Oh, I'm shaking in my chair. Oh, I'm at home.
We begin by taking you into the action with the leaders of the Southwest Division, the San Antonio Spurs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Here come the Spurs.
The two-time champion Spurs are looking to add another trophy to their collection this season. They're off to one of the best starts in franchise history, led as always by their superstar, Tim Duncan.
Well, Tim Duncan is in MVP form. There's no doubt about that.
Duncan from Parker. Tim Duncan. Beautiful move from Tim Duncan.
While Duncan remains the team's cornerstone, he's confident in the supporting cast the Spurs have placed around him.
We kept a lot of our players together. We're really building a core, and we add some very good talent and a couple of young guys. So we have a good mix of just about everything. Some experience in the program, some youth, some veterans. I think it's a great mixture.
Two of the Spurs' key ingredients are guards Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili.
Ginobili. Oh, beautiful move and a foul.
Tony got right by Ben Wallace with the easy two.
With his slashing drives to the basket, Ginobili adds creativity to the San Antonio offense, while Parker brings quickness and outside shooting.
Parker for three, and he's got it. Tony Parker.
And the duo has given the Spurs a touch of style.
Alley-oop, Ginobili, touchdown. DeRozan, beautifully done. Oh, what a play from Tony Parker.
Tony and Manu form a stellar backcourt, and no one appreciates them more than Duncan.
Takes a whole lot of pressure off of me. Being able to handle the ball, being able to score the ball, being able to break defenses down, and to have someone else to do that, and not just be my job, it takes a whole lot off of me.
Determined to reclaim the NBA title, the San Antonio Spurs would face an immediate test on opening night as they hosted another Western Conference powerhouse, Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings. And the Spurs were ready to make a statement.
And a steal by Manu Ginobili. Brent Barry trying to get loose. Pick and roll to Duncan. Beautifully done.
He tried to rip the lights off the basket. Tried to tear the backboard down.
Duncan scored 30 points, and the Spurs put on a spectacular show.
And Ginobili with the basket and a foul, and Manu Ginobili did it in slow motion. We don't have to show this in slow-mo, Sean, because here it is. Back to Duncan, double team on Duncan, baseline, tough shot. That was a tough shot inside. Bowen from the corner. Duncan puts it back. Tim Duncan playing out of this world. Udrih to Barry. What a great thread-the-needle pass by Beno Udrih.
San Antonio got its season off on the right foot by rolling past Sacramento 101-85. In another key Western matchup against Dallas, the Spurs contained their high-scoring Texas rivals while their own offense was on the attack.
Tony Parker trying to beat Devin off the dribble, and he does, and gets the basket. Parker with a pretty move. Driving to the basket, Stackhouse has it stripped away. Beno Udrih leads a 4-on-2 break, and Barry gets the basket. Boy, what a play by Manu, though.
It was another brilliant all-around performance for Tim Duncan, who finished with 27 points and 13 rebounds. and the Spurs defeated the Mavericks 94-80, running their record to 9-3. The teams met again the following week in Dallas, and the result was the same, a San Antonio victory.
Parker off the spin, leaves Dampier behind. In and out, Dampier muscling, Duncan blocked it from behind. Duncan and Dampier got there late, it gets posterized.
And after racing past defending champion Detroit for another big win, the Spurs have their fans believing.
Duncan against Ben Wallace. Oh my goodness! Take cover! Tim Duncan had had enough.
Now we go back into the action, this time in the East, with one of the league's most improved teams, the Orlando Magic.
Hill inbounds to Francis. Francis on the drive. He'll take it all the way. He scored! Count it! And the Magic win the game!
With Grant Hill sidelined last year, the Magic had the league's worst record. And Coach Johnny Davis knew that major changes had to be made if Orlando was to climb back to respectability.
Right away, I want us to defend better, be a better rebounding team, be a better shot blocking team. Also want us to be more up-tempo.
To fit their system, the Magic acquired Steve Francis, Kelvin Cato, and Cuttino Mobley from Houston in a trade involving Tracy McGrady. They also drafted a high school sensation, Dwight Howard.
With the first pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, I think initially he'll be a very good shot blocker, a very good rebounder for us, and offensively I think he'll have some nights where he'll do some things for us as well.
I know this is my first season, so I'm going to have to take a big role on the team, and I'm not looking to score 30 points a game. Just give my team the best effort I can every night.
And when the season began, all-star guard Steve Francis wasted little time making an impact.
Francis saw an opening and throws it down.
Steve injected new life into the Magic.
Francis, what a shot!
Bringing to this team is leadership, definitely some experience. Being that this is my 6th season, I think that this is a time for me to shine.
And with Francis shining brightly in all phases of the game, Orlando has one of the best records in the East.
He's a guy who can and will hit big shots.
Francis stuttering right wing. He shoots a 2, drains it at the buzzer.
A guy who can get big stops on defense.
Marbury coughs it up. Francis on the run.
Yeah, he'll just be one of the main pieces to the puzzle to try to lead us to winning.
Another former Rocket, Cuttino Mobley, has also played a big part in the Magic's early success, contributing nearly 17 points per game.
Cuttino is one of the most underrated guys in the NBA. I mean, he can score with the best of them. He's a pretty good defender. It's kind of hard to check him. And, this will be one of the seasons that not only will our team flourish, but I think Cuttino will flourish even more.
I think Cuttino Mobley gives us a consistent scorer at the 2-guard spot. He's demonstrated over his career that he has the ability to score, and we'll give him an opportunity to create some offensive things for us.
And Grant Hill is finally healthy again after years of struggling with ankle injuries.
Hill with the drive and one more. Grant Hill getting to the hoop. The Magic running. Hill in transition. Fouled. Count it.
Hill is using his many skills to elevate the entire team.
Dwight Howard gets it to Mr. Grant Hill and underneath Stevenson.
One key addition is 6th man Hedo Turkoglu, spent his first 5 seasons in Sacramento and San Antonio.
It's a really young team, and it's a lot of new guys. And one of the guys that has experience in this league, and I play always with the good teams, and just trying to bring that mentality, just trying to always win.
And helping to bolster the front line is Kelvin Cato, a strong defensive player who's blocking over 2 shots per game.
Blocked by Cato.
And with Tony Petit contributing at both ends of the court, the Magic have become a very different team this season.
I do know that we're a much more talented team than we were last year. Our depth obviously is better. And it's just a matter of how quickly we can come together.
Quickly, the Orlando Magic go down the floor for an alley-oop to remember.
Winning 13 of their first 21 games, the Magic are on the rise.
Oh, Stevie Francis throwing it down.
We have 9 new faces, 11 if you count myself and Pat Garrity, who really didn't play last year. And if we can buy into one another and buy into a team, then I think we can be as good as any team out there.
Of course, people are definitely writing us off because of last year's record, but hey, that's the way it is. You have to crawl before you can walk. And this year, with 10 new guys, I think we can, do something big.
Time for NBA.com, beginning with news about the host for next season's All-Star Game.
I am here, and I have the great pleasure to announce that the 2006 NBA All-Star Game will be played in Houston at this extraordinary facility, the Toyota Center.
For the second time, the city of Houston will be the setting for NBA All-Star Weekend, one of the greatest shows in basketball.
All-Star Game is a big game for our players. I'm very excited if I can go into play there. The fans can going to see the player they like to see in the same game in Houston.
It'd be a great feeling for myself and Yao as well, if we're honored to be a part of that. And to have it in Houston is definitely a great thing, because the people in Houston are really great sports fans, and I think it'll be a great opportunity for them to get the chance to enjoy the festivities for that weekend.
And Tracy McGrady put on quite a display last week with some unforgettable clutch shooting against the Spurs.
McGrady for 3. 35 seconds to go. And the Spurs now lead by 7. The Rockets looking for a quick shot. Bowen is all over McGrady. Foul is picked up. It's a potential 4-point play. Tracy McGrady from downtown. And Tim Duncan could not get out of the way. He's called for the foul. Wow. What a shot. 16.2 to go. McGrady over Bowen for 3. Yes! Yes! Tracy McGrady cuts it to a 2-point lead. Kevin Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yeah! 1.7 to go. San Antonio with no timeout. Here's Faulkner, and the Rockets steal a game from the Spurs. Tracy McGrady with an incredible performance down the stretch, including a 4-point play. Tracy McGrady with 33 points. And it's all McGrady scoring the last 13 for the Rockets. 13 points in 33 seconds.
And he never had a doubt that he was going to pull up from 3 and go for the win. And why not? Unbelievable.
Now we take a look at some of the game's more entertaining moments in the latest edition of I Love This Game. The King himself enjoyed this week's highlights, and some of the best plays came from players named Miller.
Miller, that's good if it goes, and it does. 3 seconds. Reggie Miller, an impossible shot. And he did it.
How about that? Reggie with a horse shot.
Watson, look at Miller run the floor. Oh, he went down hard. Oh, Miller went down hard. He's shaking up.
Mike Miller was okay, though Suns owner Robert Sarver ended up having a rough ride. And so did Santa, who couldn't quite deliver this stocking stuffer. But stuffing was no problem for the players.
The key steals it from Hudson, springs Iguodala, who slams for 2.
Sonics leading the rebound column, 44-31, and Lewis throws it down with ferocity. Oh, my goodness.
Richardson soaring in over Brzezinski. Hello. With the right hand.
Yeah, that'll work. Bryant. And this is just unbelievable. He beats Kittle. No help comes. And that's just stuff that, some of us dreamt of doing.
And Duncan, a facial served up at Yao Ming.
And if those plays weren't enough to make your head spin, then just take a look at some of these wild three-pointers.
Oh, my goodness.
David Johnson. And now count it. And look at the Wolves bench.
Hey, the Hawks got a shot here. Delk from midcourt at the buzzer. Yes! Tony Delk nails a three-pointer. And he's got a chance. How about another one? Antoine beats the buzzer and banks it in. The Hawks do it again.
How about it? Oh! That's a big one. The Cowboys.
Now let's meet the two young centers on the Los Angeles Clippers, Chris Kaman and Chris Wilcox, in this week's Timeout.
There you go, right there, and blam, love it, right there, 1, 2, and.
During a photo shoot, Chris Kaman posed with his supporting cast. They're familiar faces from back home in Michigan who've helped him adjust to new surroundings.
That's my brother, Mike. That's my chef. His name's Jeremy Scully, and then that's my assistant, Ben Chamberlain. These guys, they're my sanity. It's weird, man, because back home a couple days ago there was 10 inches of snow, and it's never no snow here, so it's just hard getting used to it at first, and it's like the whole year's like a nice sun always out every day. You know, it doesn't rain very often. It's just really easy to stay here.
Hey, there's some dolphins down there. See them?
You see the dolphin, Mike? There's a whole bunch of them. You see them?
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, they're real close. That's cool, man. They're just coming right in.
Hey, Kaman, you never saw the ball. You never saw the ball. Hey, just play. Do what you got to do.
Chris has returned from an ankle injury, but his progress hasn't met his coach's expectations.
This needs to be explained to him, kind of what the situation is right now. You know, I mean, we're winning, and actually we need to use this as a guide or gauge with Chris. You know, as far as to get him back, as far as playing, he needs to play this and like win.
I've been struggling a little bit because, you know, I had the injury. I was out for a month. And it's hard to come back from that, man. You know, before I was playing, 20, 30 minutes a game, and now I'm coming off the bench playing 7 to 10 minutes a game, and it was difficult for me.
Now Kaman will have to miss even more time after undergoing appendix surgery. That means that his teammate Chris Wilcox will continue to carry the load at center for the Clippers.
I started trying to give me some fish, right? These are the only ones that live. So I ain't gonna buy no more. When I first started out, they was dying. Every week I got some fish, they die, same week. So I stopped getting fish, waited for a while and got them. Checking y'all out. That's my security right here.
During his first 2 NBA seasons, Wilcox saw only limited playing time, and he remembers the frustration of watching all the action from the sidelines.
I mean, I wanted it, I wanted to play. I got tired of, coming home and think, oh, man, I could have helped my team win games or this, that, and third, not talking to the coaches and stuff like that. That really hurt me. I'm sitting there like, man, come on, I know I can play.
He's got tremendous talent. He's one of the guys, though, that my goal is to make him a great player. So I'm on him a lot because of the expectations for him.
Now I'm set to going forward. We're having a great season this year, and I'm just happy that I'm helping my team win games. In the past, I wasn't able to, go out there and contribute to the team. But now I think I'm contributing a lot. A lot of guys are having more confidence in me, and the game's starting to come to me more, and the coach is starting to put me in tough situations. Being a Clipper is hard work. If you're not willing to deal with hard work, if you're not going to be willing to come in early, willing to leave late, you're not going to be a Clipper. We work hard for it. This summer, a lot of guys dedicated to hard work, effort to come in and work and do what it takes to win.
About tonight, the Clippers is not the usual Clipper team. They have a winning record coming in here and playing a team like this, exciting young team. Any feelings about that?
No, it's the same with us, man. As for right now, they playing real good basketball. They've been competing well, and in similar aspects, they just like us.
Bobby Simmons will let it fly and continue his unbelievable shooting.
I can tell them it's on my hand. We got to get to them. They're getting balls every time. Everybody's got to put their bodies on them.
And the Clippers deflect and steal. Beautiful lead pass from Simmons to Wilcox for the slam. It doesn't get any better than that.
Runs in a beautiful feed to Moore with a big slam, and he's fouled.
More no, baby! More no!
And the fans will stand once again here at Staples Center. Another double-digit win for the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's Clip Show, baby.
The best part about it was, second half, you really showed your poise. You stayed strong, and that's what it takes to win. You did a terrific, terrific job. Way to go, man.
Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV Countdown. Starting us off at number 10 is a driving dunk from the Mavericks' Dirk Nowitzki.
Receiving intermittent rewards as Nowitzki attacks. Oh, did he ever? Dirk believes he can fly, and you know what? So do I.
At number 9, Damon Stoudemire bails out the Trailblazers at the buzzer.
Puts up the three to tie. Oh, Stoudemire nails it, and we're going to overtime.
In at number 8, the Spurs' Malik Rose hammers it home against Cleveland.
Malik Rose will attack the hoop, throw it down with a fury with the Anderson
At number 7, it's one of the league's best passing big men, the Kings' Chris Webber.
What a pass! Oh, you don't like that! You don't like NBA basketball! Oh, boy!
In at number 6, Carlos Arroyo sets up this sequence for the Jazz.
Arroyo rifles in the jumper from the corner of the Magic. Mishandled the inbound. And Boozer dunks it and a foul.
And 5, Portland's Sharif Abdur-Rahim looks to shoot down the Celtics.
This is for the win!
At number 4, check out the Clippers' big man, Chris Kaman, as he leads the break.
How about that? Well, what other body parts can we remove from Kaman?
At number 3, it was showtime in L.A. for the Magic's Steve Francis.
Make them score from the field.
Oh, Stevie Francis throwing it down.
At number 2, Tracy McGrady brings the Rockets from behind in the final minute.
Owen is all over McGrady. Foul is picked up.
A potential 4-point advantage. Tracy McGrady from downtown.
And at number 1, T-Mac completes his epic performance, 13 points in the final 35 seconds.
He turned it over. Here we go. We're down to 6, down to 5, down to 4. McGrady at the buzzer. Yeah!
This is one of the greatest comebacks in Rocket history.
I have never seen anything like this.
One of the most amazing comebacks in Houston Rockets history.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. Last week, fans on NBA.com agreed with us that this great dunk by Dwayne Wade was the #1 play of the week, and it's certainly worth another look. Remember, you can vote for your favorite play all season long by logging on to the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Spiro Ditas for NBA TV's NBA Action. See you next week.